Welcome back to Virtual Reality Game Dev Ed. This is the 5th tutorial video for using MakeHuman in Blender. Specifically, this one is 2.62, and this MakeHuman came from the latest nightly from April 11th, 2012. Okay, now we're going to go through all of the arms, all of the armature here, and show you what everything does. Now, first thing I did real quick was actually set my render back down to 50%. That way, actually, you know what? I want to make that even quicker, real quick. Oops. 25%. Real quick. That way we can have extremely quick renders. Bam. So we can see what we're working with real quick. Now, once you have the proper image and you're ready to make a professional picture, all you have to do is just jump that up to 100% again, and then we won't have this pixelation when we scroll in on him and such. Okay. Let's go back to your 3D view and let me continue going through some armature. Alright. I moved the arms down a little bit already. Let me go ahead and do the head next. Hit 3 on your number pad to get to the side view. Scroll in here. This one will actually move your head side to side. We don't want to do that yet. Right click on this lower one. We want to pull his head down just a little bit. That way he's looking a bit more at the camera. Now you will see when you do this actually does realistically affect his spine and everything. His head doesn't go back. Okay, good. It comes down to a stopping point and back to a stopping point. That's nice. Okay, we just want to pull that down just a little bit for our images so that it looks a little nicer. Okay, now come back to the front view, press 1 on your number pad, press home to center him, scroll in on the head, and let me show you this one. If you right click here, now you can move your head side to side. Okay, I want to leave that fairly centered. So left click to place it back right when your center line looks about lined up right. Okay, now I'll get into the mouth and whatnot. A lot of that is done with this, and I'll show everyone what that does, but this will be the last thing I'll talk about. Okay, this will actually move your shoulders up and down. Left click to select it. Okay, let's go back to press 3 on your number pad. Right click this one. This will move your upper body up and down. Click to select that. Right click to set it right back to where it was. Right click. This will move your body up and down from the middle of the chest. Right click to set that back to where it was. This one will move your body up and down straight from your stomach. I believe it might also go side to side, all of those. Once right click to set it right back to where it was, and hit 1, and let's see if we can go side to side. Yep, we can also go side to side with those. Right click to set it where it was. Right click on this one, and that will move you side to side as well. And the top one. Cool. Now we're going to look at this waist function. Press 1 on your number pad. This one moves you straight from the waist. Careful going too far, you're going to get some really funky looks going on. And this one will move the bottom part of your body side to side. Let me scroll out and show everyone a little better. There you go. Okay, same thing. This will also move your whole body forward. Say if you wanted to give him, you wanted to pull him up a little bit to make him sit. And this one will also move the top half of the body. Okay. Now while you're on the side view, go ahead and pull a leg up. Pull it up from the thigh first. We see that's going. Okay. Right click to set it back to where it was. Hit 1 on your number pad. And it will also go out. Okay, right click to set it where it was. Now this won't move the leg very well sideways. Bit realistic. Nicely. However, if we hit 3 on our number pad, this does move your shin a little bit forward. Seems like we have a, okay, it'll let you go a little too far. You don't want to do too much there. You want to keep it a bit more realistic, so you want to head backwards. You can do that just fine right there. Okay. Now we get into the more complicated features of this armature. Now the MakeHuman armature is a lot different than what you'll see in Rigify. Most of the time we have simple bone structure like you would have seen in the walking pose in our MakeHuman tutorial series when I was looking at that. This armature is very different. Most of the time you'll see something that looks a little bit more like bones. It actually looks a bit more like this does on the shoulders here, rather than all these circles. This is definitely the most advanced version of armature I've ever seen, and it works really, really well. It's absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and hit 1 on our number pad and right click on this square here. And now we see I can literally move the entire arm freely. How nice is that? Hey everyone. Hello. That's pretty cool, huh? I'm going to right click and set that where I was. And now scrolling a little bit further and you see some of these black lines. Okay. Let's go ahead and rotate us a little bit. Click one of these lines. And you see we're actually moving the end of the thumb now. Isn't that cool? And every single finger here moves like that. If you get far enough, oh, there's the wrong finger. If you go far enough, he will make a fist. I believe the fingers do come to a stopping point. Let me pull my thumb back out just a little bit. And I can actually pull the thumb out from the base of the palm here too. So I want to pull this up a little, get it out of the way of my fingers, and pull the rest of these fingers in a bit. There. Now let me move them around a little bit and see what kind of angles we picked up. Yeah, we kind of got interesting angles there with our hand, but that's okay. Maybe I can do some better work with this one. Let me go ahead and jump to the front view for this hand. Move it over with shift middle click and pull this finger in. Let's see how they look when we're balled up. Okay. Yeah, see what happens? Some of our fingers went different ways. It all depends on what angle you're actually looking at it when you do the actual editing. So let me jump to 3 and move up the palm just like that. And then let me jump to 1. Oh, that's not the one I want. You see how that will move side to side? That'll make my thumb that's why those fingers went different. I want to move this out a little bit. Okay. Now move my thumb down. It's not going to let me do it from this angle, so let me jump back to the 3. And let me go Control 3 and get to the left. Set it like that. Move us around and see how that looks. Okay. A little bit more into the hand there. And now we see we have a fairly decent punching fist. Isn't that awesome? All the fingers can be moved around like that. Okay, so let me go into the toes. Well, first let me click on this one and show you that the entire leg will also move freely, just like the arms. Then let me get into the toes. Now the toes aren't broken up. I think they might be. But you can move all of your toes at once for sure with this end piece. Let me look a little closer and see if they are broken up. No, they're not. Good. We can set armature. This isn't something you're ever really going to use very much. It's not very often you even see the toes on models. However, you can move them. They're definitely movable there. Just the whole toe, the whole body of toes at once, which is fine. That's good enough to make me happy about the realism. Okay. Now we're going to talk a little bit about this. First thing we need to do is take this one here. Oop. Let me right click it. Let me get to the front angle. This literally, oh, not that one. This will literally open your jaw. I want to be at 3. Hit home on your keyboard. You can pull your jaw down. Now I want to show you what this big black line is right in the middle real quick. Yep, believe it or not, that is actually a working tongue. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Haha. I love this program. I love MakeHuman so much. Nothing in the world like it. Okay, so I'm out of time for this video. I will come back and we will go through all of the face functions here. Okay? I will see you all again soon.